I'm Vanessa, 31, from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'd been dating Liam for just over a year. He was charming, well-spoken, and constantly traveling for work, consulting gigs, corporate training, that kind of thing. At first, it made sense. He had a demanding schedule and always sent pictures from airports or hotels. We'd video chat while he was away, and he'd complain about bad room service or long meetings. I trusted him. Until one weekend, during one of his supposed work trips, his business phone went straight to voicemail for 2 full days. No texts, no updates, just silence. Something didn't sit right. So I did what I never thought I'd do. I searched his full name on Facebook, which he claimed he didn't use anymore. There it was. A freshly posted wedding album. He'd gotten married. To someone else. In another state. The caption read, "So honored to finally call you my wife after all these years." Years? I clicked through the photos in shock. Beach ceremony. Matching rings. Big smiles. I couldn't breathe. He hadn't been traveling for work. He'd been planning a wedding. I didn't message him. I didn't call. Instead, I made a fake Facebook account. Sent the bride a message. "Hey, just wanted to say your wedding looked beautiful. Especially the part where your husband was cheating on you the entire time. I have receipts." I attached screenshots. Dates. Photos. Location tags. Even the Valentine's Day dinner we had, while she was shopping for her dress. She replied with one word. Meet. We talked for 3 hours. She kicked him out the next day. Last I heard, they annulled the marriage before the ink was dry. As for me, I took a solo trip to that same beach, just without the lies. I met Liam in the most ordinary way, a coffee shop near my apartment in downtown Raleigh. I was working on my graphic design portfolio when he asked if he could share my table. All the others were taken. His smile was disarming, his blue eyes kind. He wore a crisp button-down rolled at the sleeves, revealing a tasteful watch that suggested success without flashiness. Just for 10 minutes, he promised. My client's running late. 2 hours later, we were still talking. He was a business consultant specializing in corporate restructuring. His phone kept buzzing with emails, which he apologetically silenced. "Sorry," he said, "some companies fall apart without constant supervision." I liked that he seemed important but not self-important. When he asked for my number, it felt inevitable. Our first date was at a small Italian restaurant where he knew the owner by name. Marco greeted him with a warm hug, asking about his parents in Connecticut. Liam explained they had helped Marco secure a business loan years ago. "My family believes in supporting good people," he said, squeezing my hand across the table. "I think they'd really like you." 3 months into dating, Liam's travel schedule intensified. He'd be gone Monday through Thursday, sometimes longer. Atlanta, Chicago, Boston, San Francisco. The constant travel came with perks. He'd bring me local specialties, chocolate from Seattle, jewelry from Arizona, wine from California. "I hate being away from you," he'd say during our nightly video calls, always from generic hotel rooms. "But thinking about coming home to you keeps me going." I believed him. Why wouldn't I? He was consistent with calls, transparent about his whereabouts, and when home, completely devoted. He remembered small details, my favorite flowers, peonies, how I take my coffee, oat milk, 1 sugar, even my mother's birthday. He sent her flowers before I remembered to call. 6 months in, he gave me a key to his condo. It was minimally furnished. "I'm never here enough to decorate," he explained, "but immaculate." The closet held precisely organized suits and casual wear. His bathroom contained exactly 1 toothbrush, 1 razor, 1 bottle of cologne. "I'm a simple guy with simple needs," he'd say. "Just you." Of course, there were signs. Small inconsistencies I brushed away. Sometimes he'd mention a meeting in Dallas, then later refer to it as Chicago. When I pointed it out, he'd laugh it off. When you see as many hotel conference rooms as I do, they all blur together. Occasionally, he'd go radio silent for hours, apologizing later about dead zones or back-to-back meetings. Once, during a video call, a woman's voice called from somewhere off-screen. His face flickered with something, annoyance, fear, before explaining it was the cleaning staff. They always come at the worst times, he said, ending the call shortly after. Then came a beautiful spring weekend. Liam had left for Philadelphia on Thursday, promising to return Sunday evening. Big client, big stakes, he said, kissing me goodbye. They're considering a complete overhaul of their management structure. Friday night, we texted normally. He sent a picture of his room service dinner, salmon, asparagus, and a glass of white wine on a white hotel tablecloth. I teased him about the lonely meal. He responded, "The only company I want is 200 miles away." Saturday morning, nothing. My "good morning" text went unanswered. I called around noon, straight to voicemail. By evening, still nothing. Sunday morning came with the same silence. Worry crept in first. Was he hurt? Had something happened? I checked local Philadelphia news, no accidents, no incidents. I called his personal phone and business phone repeatedly. Nothing. By Sunday afternoon, worry transformed into suspicion. This wasn't like him. Or was it exactly like him, and I'd been blind? I remembered his full name from mail I'd seen at his condo, Liam Andrew Pearson. On a whim, I searched Facebook, though he'd told me months ago he'd deleted his social media presence because privacy matters when you work with high-profile clients. The search returned several Liam Pearsons. But one profile picture made my heart stop, a familiar smile, those same blue eyes. The profile was mostly private, but his recent posts were public. The most recent, posted yesterday, a wedding album. The caption read, "So honored to finally call you my wife after all these years. Jessica, you've been my rock through everything. Yesterday was just the beginning of our forever." Years? Yesterday? My hands trembled as I clicked through public photos. A beachfront ceremony in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Liam in a light gray suit. A brunette woman, Jessica, in a simple white dress. Both beaming. Both oblivious to the fact that their happiness was built on lies. I scanned the comments. Congratulations from friends and family. Someone wrote, "Finally official after 7 years." Another, "The perfect culmination of your beautiful love story." 7 years. While we'd been dating for one. I scrolled further. Found older public photos. Liam and Jessica at Christmas 2 years ago. Liam and Jessica on a hike 3 years back. Their entire relationship documented in fragments visible even to non-friends. The room spun. I ran to the bathroom and vomited. When I could breathe again, I returned to my laptop. Looked closer at the wedding venue, Oceanside Resort, Nag's Head. I knew it because Liam had mentioned wanting to take me there someday. Rage replaced nausea. Cold, calculating rage. The kind that clarifies rather than clouds judgment. I opened my text messages with Liam. Our entire relationship sat in that thread, the good morning texts, the airport selfies, the sweet nothings. I took screenshots of dozens of messages, organizing them by date. Next, my photo library. Every dinner, every weekend trip, every intimate moment he'd allowed me to capture. I created an album of evidence, meticulously noting dates and locations. Then, our location history. We often shared our locations for safety or to coordinate meetings. I had months of data showing exactly where he'd been, rarely Philadelphia or Chicago or Dallas, but often right here in North Carolina. Specifically, in the coastal regions. Planning a wedding, no doubt. By midnight, I had compiled an undeniable dossier of his double life. But confronting Liam directly seemed too simple. Too expected. He was a skilled liar. He'd have explanations, excuses, perhaps even tears. No, the person who deserved to know the truth was Jessica, now Jessica Pearson. I created a new Facebook account under a plausible name, making it look established with a few generic posts backdated over several months. Then I sent her a message. Hey Jessica, I don't know how to say this, but I think you deserve to know. Your wedding looked beautiful from the photos. Especially the part where your husband was cheating on you the entire time with me. I have receipts. I attached 20 screenshots. Dates. Photos. Location tags. Text messages. A video of us from Valentine's Day, the timestamp showing it was the same day she'd posted about finding her perfect wedding dress. Then I waited. At 2:17 a.m., a response, meet. Just one word. No questions, no accusations, no denial. I replied, when and where? Tomorrow. 1 p.m. Perennial Coffee on Hillsborough. I knew the place. Quiet, discreet booths. Few students despite its proximity to NC State. I arrived 20 minutes early, claiming a corner booth with good privacy. I ordered a latte I couldn't taste. My evidence sat organized in a folder on my phone and laptop. I recognized her immediately, taller than she appeared in photos, her brown hair pulled back, eyes swollen from crying but her jaw set with determination. She scanned the cafe, spotted me, and walked directly over. Vanessa? Her voice was steady. I nodded. She sat down, placed her phone on the table, and looked me straight in the eyes. Show me everything. For the next 3 hours, we compared timelines. When I was getting a "just thinking of you" text, she was helping him choose invitations. When he was supposedly in Seattle, he was actually with her family in Charlotte. The business trip to Boston. A couple's retreat with her to Cape Cod. He would leave me on Sunday nights saying he had early flights, I explained. Then he'd call from hotel rooms that were probably just your bathroom. Jessica nodded slowly. Sundays through Thursdays. That's when he told me he had to travel for work. She laughed bitterly. I guess in a way, I was his work. We discovered he maintained 2 separate phones, 2 distinct wardrobes at different residences, even different cologne brands to prevent scent cross-contamination. How did you find out? She finally asked. Pure accident. He went silent during your wedding weekend. You posted public photos. She closed her eyes. 7 years. We dated through college. He proposed 3 times, always with some excuse to postpone the wedding. Work pressure. Family illness. Financial goals. She pointed to my phone. Now I know why. What will you do? I asked. Her eyes hardened. We haven't even left for our honeymoon yet. Our marriage isn't even registered with the county. She stood up. Thank you for your honesty. I need to go now. Will you tell him about me? A small, cold smile. No. That would give him room to manipulate. He'll never know what hit him. The next day, my doorbell rang. I opened it to find a large manila envelope with no return address. Inside was a handwritten note. He came home to empty closets, canceled credit cards, and divorce papers. I told his parents, his friends, and his boss exactly why. I'm staying with my sister until I figure things out. I thought you might want these, Jessica. Beneath the note were the wedding photos he had taken with her. Professional shots of their perfect day. I stared at his smiling face, wondering how someone could compartmentalize their life so completely. My phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. Vanessa, please call me. I can explain everything. I never meant to hurt you. What we had was real. I blocked the number without responding. 2 days later, another text from a different number: "I'm outside your apartment. Please just give me 5 minutes." I peered through the blinds. There he was, unshaven, wearing wrinkled clothes, looking nothing like the polished man I'd known. I took a photo of him standing there, sent it to Jessica, then called the building security. She responded immediately: "He tried the same at my office yesterday." Security escorted him out. We began texting regularly, comparing notes as Liam grew increasingly desperate. He sent flowers to my workplace. He emailed long explanations about feeling trapped in his relationship with Jessica but truly falling in love with me. Jessica forwarded similar messages she'd received. He had been confused about his feelings for me, but she was his true love all along. "He can't even keep his lies straight anymore," she texted. A week after the wedding, Jessica invited me to dinner. Over wine, she told me the annulment was processing. Their marriage had been so brief the court found it straightforward to dissolve. "My lawyer says given the circumstances, I'll keep everything," she said. "Including the honeymoon package to Bali." "You're still going?" I asked. "Absolutely. But I need a travel companion." She slid an envelope across the table. Inside was a plane ticket in my name. "I don't understand," I said. "We both got played by a master manipulator. We both lost a year, or 7, in my case, to his lies. I think we've earned a vacation, don't you? Besides," she added with a wry smile, "the tickets are non-refundable, and I hate traveling alone." 2 weeks later, we were sipping cocktails on a Balinese beach, comparing stories and advice about healing from betrayal. Jessica was sharp, funny, and surprisingly compatible as a friend. "You know what's ironic?" she said, watching the sunset. "Liam brought us together thinking we'd never meet. Now he's alone, and we have this." My phone buzzed, another text from another unknown number. Instead of reading it, I powered off my phone and tossed it into my beach bag. "He'll give up eventually," I said. "Or he'll find someone new," Jessica replied. "Men like him always do." "Should we warn her?" "The next one?" Jessica sipped her drink thoughtfully. "Maybe. Or maybe we should let karma handle it." She smiled. "We have 2 weeks to decide." As for Liam, last I heard, he'd moved to Seattle, or so he claimed on his newly private Facebook profile. Whether running from his shame or starting fresh with new lies, I couldn't say. Sometimes I wonder if there were others, other Vanessas, other lives he was juggling. Sometimes I wonder if I'd still be in the dark had his wedding photos not gone public. But mostly, I don't think about him at all. Life's too short for liars, and beaches are too beautiful for regrets.